there are an awful lot of people, and a lot of young people, who watch Love Island and who are highly influenced by the behaviour of the contestants on Love Island, for some reason thinking this is normal relationship behaviour, normal sexual behaviour, and normal sort of behaviour between men and women. And there are a lot of people who are very concerned by that. What have you seen or heard about on the show that brings you to be concerned about it?
Well, you're exactly right, Julia. The reason why this is a serious issue is because of the huge impact it can have on normalising behaviour that is just unacceptable. So one very simple example, we've seen one male contestant be utterly furious with his partner just for speaking to another man, while simultaneously egging on his male friends to be unfaithful to their partners and celebrating with absolute glee when that's exposed. This is not just controlling behaviour, it's also deeply misogynistic double standards. And our concern is that this is being broadcast as entertainment, completely unchallenged by ITV. So yes, we worry about the contestants themselves, and it is brilliant that Women's Aid are being engaged in this and helping to do some training. But actually, what about all the young people who are viewing this show?
Well, hold on a minute, though. But it's entertainment, isn't it? I mean, in which case, we see lots of programmes in which, women. I mean, it seems to me all primetime TV shows involve attractive young women being raped and murdered. That seems to be what people like to watch. All the Netflix shows seem to involve this as well. And we don't think, oh no, people are going out raping and murdering because they see that. Can we not separate, entertainment and people sort of acting up for the cameras and being sort of, nasty characters? I'm someone, I'm thinking back Nasty Nick in Big Brother, for goodness sake, and not trying to copy that behaviour?
I think this is reality TV. Absolutely, it's for entertainment. And entertainment in popular culture has a huge ability to influence how we think about what is normal and what is acceptable.
Yeah. I suppose actually, thinking about even how men and women dress, their appearance now, the sort of the pornification of how women dress now, and pornification of the apparently no one should have any hair below their eyebrows anymore. I mean, things like that. That it does have an impact.
It does, and the audience for this show is a young audience. They don't possibly have much real life experience of relationships. Yeah. So if this is what they see playing out, it's completely reasonable that they might think that is normal. Yeah. ITV have this incredible platform and an opportunity to open up healthy conversations about what should we expect, how should we behave as young men and young women towards each other, that can start to form healthy relationships that prevent the kind of issues we deal with later on that escalate into domestic abuse.
Indeed. I'm not sure a healthy relationship starts on reality TV. Actually, a friend of mine's daughter was in briefly, and I think we were all quite relieved when she got voted out. Bad for her and her career, maybe, but it's probably a good thing. She was a bit too nice for the show. I won't go into the details of who that was, but this is the thing. I mean, I'd be horrified if my daughter or anyone I knew wanted to go on that show. It'd just fill me with absolute horror because, acting out these relationships on TV, most of us don't do wonderful things in our relationships, year after year, and perhaps most of us wouldn't look very good if we were on telly all the time in our personal lives, but people have chosen to do this. But there really is an issue. We've seen polling of, I think it was some polling a couple of years ago, 15-year-old girls who routinely thought that it was perfectly acceptable. I mean, there were a huge percentage for like if you were with a boyfriend and you spoke to another boy and he slapped you for that was okay. I'm thinking, what? Because that wouldn't have been thought was okay in my day.
Yeah, and it's not okay. Let me be really clear. It's not okay to try and control who your partner speaks to. It's never okay to use violence against your partner. These things are red lines that we have to call out and draw in the sand. And I think just casually broadcasting it as entertainment without any kind of challenge. Love Island has its After Sun programme. That is a discussion platform. That's a perfect opportunity to talk about what have we seen these poor young people in a pressure cooker, not acting in their best interest, harming their own well-being and harming each other. Yeah,
it's a very good point. Thank you very much for joining us. Ruth Davison, Chief Executive of Refuge, charity providing support for women and children experiencing domestic violence when, again, we know a lot of that starts with that sort of controlling, jealous behaviour, doesn't it?